Well, hello everyone, hello and welcome back to SAFC Fan TV, where we're going to be bringing you live coverage, commentary of AFC Wimbledon versus Sunderland. First up, I just want to say thanks to everybody who's tuned in so far. There's quite a few comments in there already. It is my first solo gig for the SAFC Fan TV channel, so I'm really looking forward to it. You can see the team news running along the bottom of your screen there. I'll read it out anyway, starting with Wimbledon. Sanev, Lawrence, Nightingale, Hennigan, Alexander, Hartigan, Woodyard the captain, Chislett, McCormick, Assal and Palmer. And the subs are Awela, Kalambiyi, Guinness Walker, Marsh, Mabudi, Rudoni and Presley. And the Sunderland team, as you can see, running along the bottom of your screen, lines up like this. In goal number 1, Lee Birch. And then you've got Tom Flanagan, Callum Doyle, Carl Winchester, Dan Neil, Luke O'Nien, Elliot Embleton, Alex Pritchard, Lyndon Gooch, Aidan McGeady, the captain, and Ross Stewart. Your subs are Patterson, Alves, Broadhead, O'Brien, Sirkin, Wright and Josh Hawkes. We're about 15 minutes away from kickoff. Get yourselves in. We've already got some comments in here. Let's see what comments we've got already. You're right there, Jack. It is a 4-3-3 lineup with Pritchard, O'Nien, Embleton. We should really be winning this, to be fair. I mean, there's going to be over 30,000 people inside the Stadium of Light today for this game. So, really, there's no reason we can't win it. But we all know Sunderland. We get loads of chances. We never take them. Today is going to be different. Today we're going to keep a clean sheet. I'm going for a 2-0 win at Sunderland. And what do you think? What do you think the score will be today? I'll take a dirty 1-0 win, and says Brian. Brian says he'll take a dirty 1-0 win. CP7 says 2-1 win, Pritchard and Stewart. So Jack Worley says, weird how he switched up the formation, but I like it. Yes, it is weird. But do you not think sometimes, I mean, I know you've said you like the formation, but sometimes do you not think that you need to switch this formation? You kind of just go in playing the 4-2-2-2 or the 4-3-2-1 like he's been playing so far. So you've got to switch it at some point. You've got to let some of the new people have a go and let's see where we end up. Right here. D1 says 2-0 to Sunderland. That's exactly what I say. 2-0 to Sunderland. Hello, Richard Northgate. 2-1 to Sunderland. He's saying Sunderland can't seem to keep a clean sheet, can they? And then you're going off that game that we've had, that we've just been beaten, you know, in midweek. And we were good. We were all right, you know. But really, we need to be putting away our chances. All these chances we had on Tuesday night, we could have scored 4 or 5 goals. Hopefully, we're going to see a big 4 or 5 goal thriller in favour of us today. We'll see what happens. I'm just a way to get this on for you all. Swight is taken 2-0 Sunderland. That is from Dean Wood. Sorry, Dean Wood. 2-0 Sunderland from a Birmingham City fan. Well done, mate. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget, you can all join the channel. I'll put a thing up here so that you can become a member. You can see how you become a member. Hi, Tommy, you're a good addition to the team. You like myself, I live away from home I'm glad you're doing the live stream. Richie and Kieran from Anglesey. I'm going 3-1 to the lads. Thank you very much. Cheers. Really appreciate it. I'm hoping 3-1. I'll take a scrappy 1-0 win. But I think it's about time we kept a clean sheet and just got on with it, you know. So I'm just getting the game up here. I think we're about, what, just less than 10 minutes away from kick-off. So you can interact, you can see along the bottom that you can now become an exclusive member of the channel. You gain access to members-only content. You get your stickers and everything as well. And there's a little backstage bit, a little tour of the studio from Philly's bit. You gain access to that as well if you become a member, you know. And who wouldn't want to become a member of the best fan TV channel in the country, yeah? Patterson starts. No, Patterson doesn't start, Adam. It's Lee Burgeon goal. Tom Flanagan, Callum Doyle, Carl Winchester, Dan Neil, Luke O'Nien, Elliot Embleton, Alex Pritchard, Lyndon Gooch, Aidan McGeady, the captain, and Ross Stewart. I'll put that team news. I'll scroll it along here for you so that you can see it all. There we go. Scrolled along there so that you can look along the bottom there. The Wimbledon lineup, if we've got any Wimbledon fans in here, you can see the Sunderland lineup. Your Wimbledon lineup again is Sanev in goal, Lawrence, Nightingale, Hennigan, Alexander, Hartigan, Woodyard the captain, Chislett, McCormack, Assal and Palmer, and the subs for Wimbledon are Awela, Callum Baye, Guinness Walker, Marsh, Mabudi, Rudoni, and Presley. Yes, you have got Elvis Presley in the building today. Brian Halliday says, I'll take a dirty 1-0 and an own goal. Yes, do you know what it is? I would do that, no problem. If we won 1-0 and it was through an own goal, happy days. Birch has injured himself in the warm-up. Come home, Vito, says Brian Halliday. Come home, Vito. Bring Vito Manoni home. A pint and an Elvis. A pint and an Elvis from Colin Dinsdale. A pint and an Elvis. What you drinking, Colin? David Joblin says Sunderland to win 3-1 today. I assume yeah, Sunderland 3-1. So we're not far away from kick-off at all. Interact with each other in the comments. I'll read out as many comments as I can as well. So we're just saying here, so Alex Pritchard, he's obviously came in for his first start. I think it's his first start, isn't it? Jeff Holcroft is asking what the Parrot says. Well, I can't really tell you live on air, but let's just say when Alan Shearer's on Match of the Day, he doesn't really like it. So there we go. Brian Alday, rock on, Tommy. You're doing well. Cheers, mate. Thanks a lot. I'm just listening to a bit here where we're saying Alex Pritchard is starting. Yes, of course, Pritchard is starting. Do you think that is a good start for Sunderland? What's going on with today's lineup? No Sirkin and then playing a player who doesn't play in that position. Do we have the right manager, SAL? Yes, in my opinion, I think we have the right manager. I think he's the right person for the job. As I said before, I just think every manager, you've got to switch up play sooner or later. Unfortunately, it came sooner for us after that defeat during the week, you know. So he's had to switch it up a little bit, but we'll see how it works out. It might not work out well. It might work out absolutely brilliant, and this could be the new starting lineup, you know. But I would have liked to have seen Alves start. I think Alves would have been a good addition to start in the starting lineup rather than being on the subs. And who else? I would have liked to have seen Bailey Wright start as well. Dan Neil is versatile, yes. I would have liked to see Neil and Diamond on together today. I mean, Diamond isn't even in the subs today, but I would have liked to see Dan Neil and Jack Diamond watching in the stadium before kick-off. Good luck, pal. Thanks a lot, Philly. All will go absolutely fine. But as I say, I would have liked to see Bailey Wright start. I would have liked to have seen Alves start, you know. But I think personally, Lee Johnson knows what he's doing. He knows how to get along and work his players, you know. Jack Worley is saying he supports West Ham and Alves is class. Well, I've heard that from a lot of the West Ham fans, you know, that he's a really, really good player that didn't want him to leave. So we'll just see how it goes. Philly, you're still alive, says Jeff Holcroft. Are you still alive, Philly? I'm sure he is. He's just at the match. He's got a season ticket, as we all know. So I very kindly offered to do the live stream today. Oh, yeah. So, goal flash. League 1, Rotherham 0, Sheffield Wednesday 2. What else we got in the comments here? How big is Philly's shed? So, here we go. Right. Get my headphones in. It's the game broadcast here. It is live match commentary, mate. It's live match commentary. We have got a new member on the stream. Kevin Corden, new member. Right. So here we go. Stadium is absolutely bouncing. Sounds really, really loud. Kevin Gordon, there's our new member. And Wimbledon get us underway here. Attacking from the right to left. Pritchard on the ball now. Pritchard plays it across the face of McGeady. It goes out on the left-hand side here for a throw into Wimbledon. Up towards McCormick. Former Chelsea midfielder here on the ball. Plays it back to Nightingale. Nightingale on the ball now. Nightingale. Wimbledon play back to the goalkeeper, Zanev. Palmer now. Luke O'Nien gets the ball now. Luke O'Nien finds Gooch. Gooch gives it back to O'Nien. Pritchard tries to stretch it. He finds Embleton, gives it Embleton. Embleton finds Pritchard again. Pritchard on the ball. Pritchard goes down. A free kicks at Sunderland. Centre midfield. Sunderland obviously playing in the red and white stripes here. New member there, Terry Lafferty. Thank you very much. New member, Terry Lafferty. Means a lot. Painful, mate. Jog on. See you later then, Colin. Pritchard on the ball now. On the left to McGeady. McGeady hugging the touchline. McGeady on the ball, just trying to get the ball back towards the centre. Cross. Gets it to Flanagan. Flanagan inside the Wimbledon half now, just inside. Plays the ball up into the penalty. And it goes well over the head. Goal kick. Goes out. Goal kick. You can't get it for free. Can't get what for free. 4th minute of the game. Still remains Sunderland 0, Wimbledon 0. Winchester now on the right-hand side. Slips the ball inside Embleton. Embleton to Flanagan. Flanagan across to Doyle. Neil. Urging Doyle to come out now. Doyle passes. Picks out Gooch on the right-hand side. Lyndon Gooch taking on his man here. Oh, the shot was very, very weak. Oh no. My streams went off. Where was that? Get on here. Sorry guys, my streams went off. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go on to here so I can at least give you some commentary. Right. Good luck from the Dons. Neil tries to find the pass through. Now, I'm sorry, I am just listening to this. My streams went off for some reason, so I'm just trying to get sorted. So I'll only be giving you the commentary, what I'm getting through me here. Hartigan on the ball now for Wimbledon. Man City 1, Norwich 0. Goal flash from DGF. So Nick Barnes is just saying here that Lee Johnson had Dan Neil and Luke O'Neill practicing with golf balls in their hands. Don't know what that's anything to do with, but here comes McGeady on the ball now, and McGeady gets the ball, and it's well taken by the goalkeeper. No worries, we can always imagine a 4-0 win. Cheers, mate. Thank you. I'm just giving you exactly what Nick Barnes and Gary Bennett's given me at the minute. I'm just restarting everything up and trying to get on, you know. So I'm not getting any commentary at the minute off them. We're just talking a load of rubbish. Another pass apparently played a straight and out of touch straight away for a throw into Wimbledon. It's been headed out for a throw to AFC Wimbledon. Still 0-0 here. 8th minute at the Stadium of Light. So unfortunately, my stream still isn't working. So McCormick's on the ball now out of the right-hand side. And it's offside. Is it offside? No, it's played forwards. Flag was up. It was offside. Free kick to Sunderland. Offside for Wimbledon. Callum Doyle swinging with his left foot out of the right-hand side, looking for Ross Stewart. And then Wimbledon get the ball, and the ball's laid back off to the goalkeeper and then shooted straight up by the goalie, up towards the centre circle. A push in the back of the Sunderland player by Chislett from Wimbledon. Stewart on the ball. Lays it off to McGeady. McGeady finds Dan Neil. Dan Neil run down the side. He closed out. He gets it into the box. Oh, this too far away for Ross Stewart to get on the end of it. Sounded like brilliant play. McGeady playing it out to Dan Neil on the right-hand side. McGeady running himself into the box with Ross Stewart. Played it out wide and nothing came of it. Remains 0-0, 10 minutes into the game. Just over 10 minutes into the game. Chislett now for Wimbledon. Gives it to Asal. So my box still is working. So a shot from Wimbledon. Oh, and it goes wide, goes just past the post. It is Patterson who starts, by the way. I don't know why when I looked at the team news on Twitter, it said Burge was starting, but it is Patterson who has started. Nightingale on the ball. Gives it back to Zanev, the goalkeeper for Wimbledon. Wimbledon gets it up towards Woodyard. Woodyard's on the ball. Gives it to Hennigan. Hennigan plays it back to the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper gives it back to Hennigan. Hennigan swinging the ball across now. Up towards the halfway line. On the left-hand side and brings it out in front of Gooch. McCormick now. McCormick plays it back to Nightingale. Nightingale across to Hennigan. Hennigan straight through the middle now. Chislett on the ball. Alexander on the ball. Gives it back behind him, passes it to Hartigan into the centre and played back. Back to Nightingale. And then flicked into the Sunderland area and Flanagan clears. And then back in by Chislett and Winchester clears at this time. Winchester clears. Ross Stewart looking for the ball on the right-hand wing now here. Was he pushed in the back? Referee says no throw-in. Lee Johnson, he's always going off it with these fourth officials' mind, isn't he? They're going up this season. I hope so. Jack's still standing. Embleton now, back into the centre circle. Gives it to Callum Doyle. Callum Doyle on the ball now. Callum Doyle plays it square right over to Flanagan. Flanagan on the ball. Flanagan out again up towards Winchester. Winchester inside to Embleton. Embleton floats one up, looking for McGeady. Did it drop? It's dropped for Ross Stewart and it's knocked away back out. Luke O'Nien on the ball now. Luke O'Nien gets the ball. Assal. And now Dan Neil gets through Assal and gives it to Luke O'Nien. Too much of a touch on it. High, wide and over. And it is a goal kick. Doing a great job, mate. Thanks a lot, Joe the artist. Woodyard on the ball now. Under pressure from Stewart, but gives it back to Hennigan. Lawrence now. Lawrence playing it up to Hartigan, is it? Waves his way through. He plays it into the edge of the 6-yard box. And it's knocked away by Tom Flanagan. Knocked away by Tom Flanagan. I tell you what, Tom Flanagan on Tuesday night was brilliant. Tom Flanagan today, up to now, has been brilliant. Into the penalty box and Dan Neil goes down. Dan Neil wins a free kick. Bolton 0, Oxford 1 is another score. DGF, Goal Flash Premier League, Man City 2, Norwich 0. Hartigan gives it to Hennigan, gets it back again from Nightingale. Hennigan plays the ball out wide. Nightingale on the ball now. Up towards Hennigan. Just short of the halfway line now. Plays it up towards the corner of the penalty area to Chislett. And, oh, Absolutely brilliant from the goalkeeper. Brings it out, and now Aidan McGeady's on the ball, and Aidan McGeady leaves it for Dan Neil, and Dan Neil's on the ball into the centre circle for Embleton. Embleton pushes it out to Winchester. Winchester on the halfway line here. Takes it inside and then outside again and gives it to Embleton again. Elliot Embleton gives it to Callum Doyle. Callum Doyle on the ball now. Dan Neil. Forward towards Stewart. Ross Stewart to Dan Neil. Dan Neil swinging it across. Only as far as Alexander. Heads it back into the Sunderland half to only as far as Flanagan. And now Winchester on the ball. Gives it into Doyle. And Doyle gives it to Luke O'Nien. And O'Nien gives it to McGeady. And McGeady turning and turning like he normally does. Looking to pick out Gooch. And it's a good ball from Aidan McGeady to Lyndon Gooch. And Lyndon Gooch is trying to get into the penalty area. Oh, and he's dispossessed. Easily dispossessed by Wimbledon. And Wimbledon will take it out with Alexander here. Alexander on the ball, running up towards the halfway line. Just kept in now, but now Flanagan turns it back round and gives it to Doyle. Callum Doyle gives it to Luke O'Nien. Luke O'Nien gives it to Stewart. Stewart on the halfway line. Gives it Embleton. Embleton on the ball. Out wide. Over towards Carl Winchester. Carl Winchester's looking to pass the ball through. He turns. He gets past his man. Gives it to Embleton. Embleton plays it out to Pritchard. Pritchard at Winchester. Winchester inside to Gooch. Gooch chipping it into the penalty area. Nightingale turns it away. Gooch back on the ball now. Gooch, was he fouled? It's a free kick to Sunderland. He was fouled. It's not. Should have been a free kick to Sunderland just outside the box, and the referee's blown and given the free kick to Wimbledon. Coming up to the 17-minute mark, it's still Sunderland 0, AFC Wimbledon 0. Goal correction, Man City 1, Norwich 0. Goal flash, League 2, Harrogate 0, Barrow 1. League 1, Crewe 0, Accrington 1. Gooch says he played the ball here. He's fouled his man. Now then, is he going to get a yellow card? Right on the edge of the box here. There's no need at all to take a man down like that. That is just frustration. Sheer frustration from Lyndon Gooch to take his man down in that position, and he's picked up a yellow card because of it. So Wimbledon now have a free kick. How is Sunderland playing? It's very open, 20 minutes. Sunderland have had the better of the chances getting into the half, but not made enough of the final third, Jack. So free kick now for Wimbledon. Got to concentrate here. Very dangerous position just outside the box here. It's well worth a shot. Gooch, man, come on, yes. It's whipped in. Whipped in by Hartigan and whipped out by Sunderland. Alexander up towards halfway. Swinging it up towards the penalty area. Bounces over Palmer. Dug out by Flanagan. Referee. Eventually, free kick to Sunderland. Why did Patterson start instead of Birch? Well, I can only think, Joseph, that the only reason that Patterson started over Lee Birch is because Lee Birch might be injured. I mean, I don't know, because when I looked on the Sunderland Twitter page for the team news, it said Lee Birch was starting and not Anthony Patterson. So I don't know what the crack is there. 0-0 as Flanagan drives this down the right-hand side over Gooch's head. Gooch will chase it now, but it's spun away and it goes out for a throw to AFC Wimbledon. On the left-hand side, coming up to the 20th minute. Poor so far. Yes, David Spencer, we've not been the best, mate. You're right. 20 minutes, we've not had it all in that final third. Birchfield and Medical, says Stephen Clark, all right? So that must have been just before the game that he's failed that medical then, because he was up to start. It was on. How come you're on your own? Deal, all the lads, they've all got season tickets. So I've very kindly offered to do the live stream for them. They've all got season tickets. We're all at the game. And hopefully we'll pick up a big 3 points. Now, let's not forget, Sunderland face Ipswich at Portman Road next weekend. Patterson passes it out to Doyle. Doyle on the ball. Burge got injured in the warm-up. Right. Woodyard. 09 tries to win it back, but Wimbledon get past him with Woodyard, and they're pushing down onto the right wing here, and the ball crossed into Chislett. And what happened there? He stood on the ball, just lost all control of it. Brought out by Elliot Embleton. Embleton gives it a gooch on the right wing down to Ross Stewart. Ross Stewart gets forward. Oh, and Ross Stewart is tackled brilliantly by Alexander of Wimbledon. Goes out for a Sunderland corner. That is the best bit of play that I've seen. Jack Grealish has scored. Jack Grealish has scored his first goal for Manchester City. Man City 2-0. 22nd minute, and now on this corner for Sunderland on the right-hand side in the southwest corner. Embleton with his left foot, and he drives it in. Oh, and it's put out away by the goalkeeper, Zanev. And it's chased out by Ross Stewart. Ross Stewart's trying to get the ball back. Oh. Winchester tried to get the ball, couldn't control it, and he just put the ball out for a throw-in. Mate, it's Wickham at home next week, is it? Is it Wickham? I thought it was Ipswich. Patterson picks it up on the edge of his area and balls it into play with Tom Flanagan. Dan Neil on the far side gives it to Doyle. Doyle on the ball. Just holding it, just holding up the play, and gives it back to Patterson as he's being chased down. Patterson outside of his penalty area now. Halfway through the first half, it's still Sunderland 0, Wimbledon 0. McGeady floats one up towards Ross Stewart, but it's headed away by Nightingale. But it's gone out on the right-hand side, and Winchester gets it, and he's looking for the cross to the far post. There was no one there. Headed away by Lawrence of Wimbledon, and it comes out again. Will it come out? No, Dan Neil gets it. Dan Neil trying to bring it in now. Brings it infield, looking for McGeady. McGeady gets the ball. McGeady just outside the penalty area here. Inside towards Alex Pritchard. Pritchard on the ball now. Gives it to Embleton. Embleton down on the left-hand side to Dan Neil into the penalty area. And it's very nearly fell for Ross Stewart, that ball there. Beautiful ball in from the left-hand side from Dan Neil. Comes in. Ross Stewart just has to get contact on it. Brilliant save by the goalkeeper. Just had to get a touch onto it and flick it into the back of the net. That's the closest we've come to scoring so far. And the Stadium of Light comes alive. And here comes Winchester looking for Lyndon Gooch. And it's in. And Lyndon Gooch. Oh, no. And it's straight at the keeper. Ball comes back down to Gooch. And Gooch on the ball again now. And Wimbledon win it back. Best spell, best couple of minutes spell we've had here. We just need to score. We just need to score here. Brilliant save from the cross from Dan Neil. Ross Stewart just needed to get a touch on it. Sunderland still looking for the opening goal. Comes in at the penalty area again. And the goalkeeper catches it ahead of Pritchard. That was our best opportunity of the game so far to score that. Two very quick opportunities to open the score there, but wasn't to be. This is sounding familiar, missing chances. You're very right there, John. Missing loads of chances. That's the best spell we've had, but take the chances or we'll be punished again. You're right there, John. Hennigan across to Nightingale now. Hartigan on the ball. Back it comes to Hartigan from Hennigan. Trying to get it forward. Pardon me. Gives it to Nightingale. Nightingale on the ball. Nightingale sweeps it across to Lawrence, and Lawrence gets it right up towards the Sunderland half. And it's brought down. And the referee has given a free kick for a foul against Flanagan. Wimbledon player went down far too easy there. Far too easy. That Wimbledon player went down there. And it's won a free kick over Tom Flanagan. A little bit of a loose touch from Tom Flanagan, mind. He could have controlled it better. But really, I don't think that was a free kick at all. We can't score. That's the problem. You're right there, David Spencer. Yes. Bring on the new Gary Lineker. Yes. Bring on Broadhead. Let's bring on Broadhead at halftime. If it stays like this, we need to do something, you know. I mean, he switched his tactics. He switched his team. And it's still not working. So something's got to be happening, you know. Flanagan flaps again. It didn't last long for him being good, did it, Brian? If Will Grigg wasn't such a disappointment, we wouldn't be in this league now, mate. So Jamie McAllister is having, it's his first game back here, mate. But Jamie McAllister is going off it on the touchline here over that free kick there. It was very, very soft, right enough, mind. It was very soft. And Jamie McAllister is going off it. Lee Johnson is the one that's been called out over it. And it looks like Lee Johnson might receive another yellow card on the touchline. Please, if anybody scores, do not ruin it in the live chat. Just let the live stream go as it is, because we're always a minute or so behind, you know, and it's not fair for everybody overseas who's watching it. Yeah, yellow card for Lee Johnson it was. Jamie McAllister went off it. Lee Johnson has been given the yellow card. Lee booked again, says David Spencer. Yes, Lee booked again. Some boy, isn't he, Lee Johnson? This free kick comes into the Sunderland box, but then it's headed away by Ross Stewart, but only out onto the right-hand side to the Wimbledon player. The Wimbledon player trying to get past Aidan McGeady, is it? But can't do it, and it runs out of play for a Sunderland goal kick. A Sunderland goal kick. Tommy, you're doing a good job by yourself. Thank you very much, CP7. It means a lot. It really does. Ross Stewart trying to get on the end of it, but the Wimbledon player gets it, and it only comes out Alex Pritchard. Pritchard cuts back and gives it onto the left-hand wing. Aidan McGeady running inside of the Wimbledon box here. McGeady just looking to get past that man, and he's dispossessed by the Wimbledon man. And they get it out up towards the halfway line now. And Sunderland come away with the ball with Luke O'Nien on the halfway line. Is it Luke O'Nien? Sorry, it's not. It's Tom Flanagan on the ball, not Luke O'Nien. Tom Flanagan plays it across to Embleton. Embleton now gives it to O'Nien. O'Nien plays it down onto the right-hand wing to Gooch. Gooch trying to get his way through, but he's dispossessed easily. And here comes the Wimbledon player on the ball, and Sunderland dispossess the Wimbledon player with Elliot Embleton. Embleton to Luke O'Nien. Nice little bit of a 1-2 touch there. O'Nien plays it in field, gives it to Pritchard. Pritchard on the ball, gives it to McGeady. McGeady back Embleton. Embleton looking for the ball in towards Ross Stewart. Oh, it was Lyndon Gooch inside of the box. And I mean, to be fair, he was on the far side of the 6-yard box. So even if he'd got the shot away, I don't think he would have got it in the back of the net. But good play up to now. 29 minutes in, Sunderland 0, Wimbledon 0. Took us a while. I was listening to BBC Newcastle because the channel wasn't working at first. But now my channel's on, so I can commentate the way I want to commentate. Loving the passion, Tommy. Thank you very much, Mad Mackham. So Wimbledon get a free kick here, just inside of their own half. And they're looking to whip it straight up towards the Sunderland box, and it's headed out by Dan Neil, only as far as the Wimbledon player, and he plays it down onto the left-hand side here. The number 10 for Wimbledon looking for his man and finds him just outside the penalty area. Got to pass it down to the left. Alexander whips it into the box, and it's well headed out by Tom Flanagan. Luke O'Nien comes away with it, and Pritchard can't get there before the Wimbledon player does. Wimbledon have got to play it all the way back to the goalkeeper, Zanev, because he's been closed down. The goalie, Zanev, gets it well into Sunderland's half now, and he's offside. The Wimbledon player is called offside. Half an hour in, you're still on Sunderland 0, Wimbledon 0. The stadium actually doesn't look that packed. It sounds really busy, you know, but that's just our passion when we're in the stadium. It doesn't actually look that busy. Doing a grand job, Tommy. Just need a goal. You're right there, Steve. And Tom Flanagan now inside of his own half, passes the ball just inside the Wimbledon half to Luke O'Nien. Luke O'Nien gives it Embleton looking for the through ball to Pritchard, can't find it, and Wimbledon come away with it. Zanev gets the ball back, whips it back into the Sunderland half, and Wimbledon come away with it again, but he's closed down by Lyndon Gooch. Not before he passes the ball, though. Sunderland play a really good pressing game here, by the way. Like, we are pressing them every time Wimbledon have got the ball. We're pressing them and making them play that pass that split second earlier, you know. Don't forget, you can become a member. Let's see if I can do this, because it's my first solo live stream. So there's our members up to now. That is all our members. Shout out all our members. And that on the bottom scrolling along there is exactly how you can become a member. 33 minutes in, it is still Sunderland 0, Wimbledon 0. Wimbledon come away with the ball and whips it inside of the Sunderland half, midway inside the Sunderland half, and dispossessed by Luke O'Nien. And Luke O'Nien fouls his man midway inside of his own half, and it's a free kick to Wimbledon. Free kick to Wimbledon. So that's how you can become a member. I'll put the score back on for anyone that's just tuning in. It is still 0-0. Need a goal before half-time, you're right. Because if we don't get a goal before half-time, we all know what happens to Sunderland when we come out in the second half. We can't play for toffee. Wimbledon, away to take a free kick and whips it into the Sunderland box, and Patterson comes out, and Patterson gathers the ball really, really well. Patterson gets the ball. I like this young guy in goal, this young Anthony Patterson, because he's coming out for everything, and he hasn't missed anything yet. Now it's whipped up towards Aidan McGeady, not before the Wimbledon player headers it up towards the halfway line now, in Wimbledon on the ball, pushing up towards Sunderland's half, and they're running out of play on the halfway line that goes out on the far left-hand side over by the east stand for a throw-in to Sunderland. And it's taken quickly. Luke O'Nien on the ball. Luke O'Nien passes it down to, I don't know who that is. It might have been Doyle, I'm not sure. But here comes McGeady, midway inside of the Wimbledon half. He's looking to play his little tricks and get the ball into the box. and it's whipped out by the Wimbledon player and goes out in the far south east corner for a corner kick to Sunderland. Corner kick on the far southeast corner there. Mind you, the Roker end looks really busy. Jack Grealish just scored his debut. Yes, I've seen that as that second goal he scored or the first. So Aidan McGeady on the corner kick here. It's going to be an in-swinger with his right foot. And he can't get it to anybody, but Dan Neil does get back to Aidan McGeady. Aidan McGeady working his way through. Penalty referee, come on! Hey! So Aidan McGeady takes the corner kick. It comes in, a right-footed in-swinger, and Dan Neil gets the ball, passes it back out to Aidan McGeady. McGeady takes on his man, gets inside the box, and he's hacked down. I think he's hacked down. I think it should have been a penalty. But the referee's given it against Sunderland and given a free kick to Wimbledon. So Zanev Bergoli gets it up midway inside of the Sunderland half, and he become now on the break on the right-hand wing, looking for the whip into the box, but can't find it because of the block by Elliot Embleton. And now Wimbledon have got to push it back towards the halfway line because they're being pressured here. And that's exactly what we're doing. It's on the halfway line now, and he's whipping it from right to left. Does he find his man? Yes, he does. Can he take on Gooch? No, but he does pass it to his man. And here comes Wimbledon on the attack, but cut out well by Luke O'Nien. And Luke O'Nien is just looking for that ball forward to Ross Stewart. And Ross Stewart is one-on-one. Oh, no. Ross Stewart just had to dispossess the Wimbledon man, and he was one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Wasn't to be. Ross Stewart was looking down on it. He was trying to get in there to get the ball off the Wimbledon defender. It didn't work out that way, and it came back to Zanev, the goalkeeper for Wimbledon. And he passes it out to his defence now, still midway inside of the Wimbledon half. And it goes all the way back to Zanev, the goalie, and he eventually whips it into the Sunderland half. And here come Wimbledon boys, dispossessed by Dan Neil. Dan Neil on the ball now and gives it to Lyndon Gooch. Gooch over towards Doyle. Tom Flanagan on the ball now, still in our own half. Callum Doyle gives it down onto the left-hand side after beating his man and gives it to Dan Neil. And Dan Neil tries to look for the through ball. Alex Pritchard can't find it. And Wimbledon come away with the ball. Goes out of play for a Wimbledon throw-in. Sounds like we're playing with 9 men. It looks like we're playing with 9 men, David. I mean, it's not been the best. It's not been the best, mind. Jack Worley doesn't think that Ross Stewart is that good. I highly rate him. I mean, I follow a lot of Scottish football, you know, and I think he was brilliant in Scotland, albeit he didn't have the great opportunity that he's getting here. But I think given the chance and given the right coaching and the right formation, by the way, 4-3-3 like it is today, I think. Given all that, I think Ross Stewart could be a 25 to 30 goal scorer, to be fair. Sorry, but our firepower needs more. Yes, you're right. But it's over to Lyndon Gooch just outside the box now. Lyndon Gooch just running his way into the box, looking for Ross Stewart. Oh, and it's just over the bar. The ball comes in. Dan Neil headers the ball. He cannot keep it down. It goes just over the bar. Lyndon Gooch gets the ball in. Beautiful ball in. It's going either towards Pritchard or Dan Neil. And Dan Neil gets his head on it just over the bar by about that much. I thought Stewart wasn't good enough for Sunderland, but he's better than Wyke was when he started for us. Well, you're right there, You've got to think Charlie Wyke might have... So it's a goal kick. Wimbledon are taking the goal kick here, push it into the Sunderland half, but then they've got to push it down because they are ran down by the Sunderland players here. Now, Luke O'Nien trying to chase the ball down, but goes out of the right-hand wing to Wimbledon. Wimbledon still on the ball, looking for the ball whipped into the box, and the Wimbledon man gets his head on it, but can only get it out of the box and set it towards goal. And now it comes back and nothing comes of it, and Dan Neil gets the ball. So, yeah, as I was saying anyways, Ross Stewart is a lot better than Charlie White. I mean, you look at Charlie White, he didn't score hardly any goals for 2 seasons. And albeit he might have scored 31 last season. But the point is, his goals only came from he only ever had 2 types of goals, you know. Whereas Ross Stewart scored a couple of goals and they've been different kinds of goals both times, you know. So McCormack on the ball, looking to whip it into the Sunderland box, but it's blocked out by Dan Neil and goes out on the far corner here for a corner to Wimbledon. Goal flash from DJ Earth in the Premier League. Leeds United 1, Everton 1. That's good. I've got Leeds United and Everton both to score. Uh, 40 minutes in, and Wimbledon are just about to take a corner kick here on the far right-hand side. Whips it into the Sunderland box. Will Patterson come for it this time? No, he won't. He'll leave it. Referee didn't like it, and it was a foul on Tom Flanagan. And Patterson takes it free kick quickly. Pritchard on the ball up towards the halfway line. Oh, and he tries to play a beautiful ball. Elliot Embleton, but he can't handle it. And then come Wimbledon on the break again. Sunderland have only got 3 men back, and it goes into the Sunderland box. But Patterson is there to sweep it up and roll it straight back out to Elliot Embleton. And he's pushing up towards the halfway line. He gets right up towards the halfway line, trying to get the ball up to Ross Stewart, but Zanev was there to take it inside of his box. 368, 370 on the live stream. Thank you very much. If you could do us a favour and just give us a big thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. You can join as an exclusive member of the channel. You get loads of exclusive perks and everything. $1.99 a month. And there's even a little backstage tour of the studio on there as well. Sunderland come away with the ball now. Callum Doyle gives it Dan Neil, and Dan Neil gives it Embleton. Embleton on the ball. Why does Embleton seem to be playing in like a centre defensive mid? I thought he was like more of a centre attacking mid. I know he's a centre mid, but I thought he was more of a centre attacking mid. Lyndon Gooch looking for the ball in, and he can't get the height on it, and it's whipped out by the block and goes out in the southwest corner, down by what we used to call the crazy corner. And it's a corner kick to Sunderland. Surely 200 plus likes. Well, I hope so. I'd like to think so. Embleton takes it, tries to get in the front post to Pritchard, and no one was there apart from the Wimbledon defender to get it out, and it comes back. And goes all the way back to Patterson, and Patterson whips it up just inside of the Wimbledon half, and it comes down Elliot Embleton. Embleton looking for Aidan McGeady on the right-hand winger. McGeady has got the speed. We know that. Can he get there? Oh, he got there, but then he put it out for a throw-in to Wimbledon. New member, brand new member. Thank you very much, Yoda with a Skoda. Yoda with a Skoda, brand new member. Thank you. Cheers. Where's the parrot? He's having a sleep. He's a little bit tired today. I'll bring him on at halftime for you. We'll concentrate on the live stream, and then at halftime, I'll bring him on for you. He's a little bit tired because I had a late one last night. Tom Flanagan on the ball, gives it over to Winchester, was it? Yes, Carl Winchester gives it to Dan Neil. Dan Neil plays it from left. Over to Ross Stewart. Ross Stewart gives it Elliot Embleton, trying to push down on the left-hand winger here, and gives it over to Dan Neil. And Dan Neil is dispossessed far too easy there. For the position he was in down next to our corner flag, he was dispossessed really easy. I think we need to swap over Dan Neil at half-time, you know. I just don't think he can play in that position at a high tempo. Maybe next year, but... Hennigan on the ball for Wimbledon, just inside the Sunderland half. Now he's playing it up towards the Sunderland box. McCormack about 20 yards outside the Sunderland box and plays it in, and now it comes in, and Flanagan has to clear it within the split second before the Wimbledon man was on it. And it comes all the way back into the Wimbledon half to the goalkeeper Zanev, And now he tries to play a ball down, and Lyndon Gooch cuts it out and puts it out on the halfway line for a throw-in. And Wimbledon take the throw-in quickly, and it goes back to his defender, the number 5 for Wimbledon here, and plays it out from left to right. Wimbledon still trying to push the way up towards the halfway line, and now they eventually do get themselves up to the centre circle, and they try and push it up towards the Sunderland box, but Patterson is straight there, collects the ball, no problem at all. Patterson, for me, in this first half has been absolutely outstanding. Simon Wood says, Wimbledon going to score here? I don't think so, no. I don't think so, because their final third has been worse than ours. But here comes Lyndon Gooch on the far right-hand wing here next to the corner flag and plays it back and field Embleton. Embleton back to Gooch, and Gooch looking for the cross, can't find it, gives it to Stewart. Stewart to Winchester. Winchester plays it along to 09. 09 looking to try and get away, shot, but kind of gives it to Pritchard. And now Ross Stewart on the ball, and he's dispossessed with a really good tackle right inside of the box, just outside the 6-yard area. And it goes out of play in the southwest corner for a Sunderland corner kick. I think that's a 4th corner. Sorry, guys. Poor half. David, you're right. Doing a grand job, Tommy. Thank you very, very much, Karen. And the ball comes in from Sunderland. And Dan Neal's looking for it. Oh, and Zanev takes the ball. Zanev takes it. Corner kick comes in. Oh, you know what? If he just had a millimetre fraction more of a contact on that, would have been in the back of the net. As it is, the keeper gathers it, and it's turning out 2 minutes at a time. We have played 1 minute of that already at the end of the first half, and it's still 0-0. And here comes Sunderland on the break, looking to get themselves forward, but just seem to be playing it back. And Callum Doyle eventually gives it Elliot Embleton. Embleton plays it just past halfway and plays it onto the left-hand wing just after the centre circle. And Pritchard looking for the cross in towards Ross Stewart. And it's whipped out by the Wimbledon man and goes out on the east stand here next to the corner flag for a throw-in to Sunderland. This is it. If you're getting a goal before half-time, this is the time to do it. Would you take Stefan Sessegnon back? I would take him back tomorrow. I couldn't care if he was 37-year-old. Villa 1, Newcastle 0. Aston Villa are winning the scum 1-0. Over towards Aidan McGeady. Aidan McGeady on the ball now. McGeady tries to get the cross in and just puts it high, wide and over. And that's it. That is your half-time, guys. So, overall, really, in the first half, I think we played quite well. It was just typical Sunderland. That final third wasn't there. And the shots on target just weren't powerful enough. And if we had any shots, really, went high, wide and handsome, you know. So, not a lot to say apart from it was really quite an even half. I think Sunderland's had the better chances and we could have been 2 or 3 up. But it's not like we played on Tuesday where we could have had 4 or 5 by half time, you know. Wimbledon are holding their own very well here. And Lee Johnson and Jamie McAllister need to kick some butts at half time. I'll be back in 2 minutes, guys. Chat amongst yourselves. So I hope our first half commentary was okay for you. I mean, let's not forget, I'm doing it by myself, and it's the first time I've done it on this channel by myself, you know. On my own channel, say and do what I want, but you got to keep it clean. Get your parrot out. He's over there. He's having a wee sleep. He gets angry and tries to bite me if I pick him up. Are you coming? See that? It's because he's tired. So because we had a late night last night, thought you jumped out window. Aye, mate. Well, it'll not be long before that happens, eh? Sunderland's rate. Well done, mate, says Frank Andrews. Thank you very much, Frank. That means a lot. Cheers, guys. Do you know what it is? I'm trying, but I'll give you a little bit of analysis on the first half, you know. Really, it's just what I've said. Sunderland had the better play. We were getting into places, into little places that we normally wouldn't get into. But as usual, it was just the final third. Wimbledon's best chance, I think, came about midway through the half. Had a beautiful shot, and it just went wide of Patterson's goal. What's the parrot called? The parrot's called Ozzy. He's called Ozzy. And then Sunderland, we've had 2 or 3 chances, you know. The best one for me was the Lyndon Gooch chance when he took round 3 defenders inside the box, and all he had to do was hit the ball on target away from the goalkeeper, and it was a goal. But John Child says, you're doing well, can't be easy on your own. It's all right, you know, I enjoy it. I get to make other people happy. Well, depending on the scoreline, of course, but I make other people happy while I'm watching the game myself, you know, so hopefully you can all put a good word in for us when Philly and that's on tomorrow night, and see if you want me on the live streams more often. That would be nice of you to do. How are you, lads from the States? So just watching some highlights back here, and as I said before, I think the Lyndon Gooch chance was definitely the best. We did have 3 or 4 good chances, you know, but we just weren't clinical enough when it came to getting the ball on target or hitting it with power. It either went high, wide and handsome, or it wasn't powerful enough and went straight to the goalie, you know. So really, we need to pull our fingers out in this second half upcoming, and we need to be scoring at least a couple of goals, really, you know. All the lads have abandoned you to go to the match, says Karen. That's all right, Karen. Let them go to the match. I don't mind doing this. I might even yet still end up in Blackpool next week. Is it next week or the week after? Next week, isn't it? Richie Stubbs says you're doing a fantastic job, Tommy. I think you're better than Terry. I will put a mention in tomorrow. Thank you very much, Richie. That means a lot. Cheers, mate. Washington lad watching in Indonesia. Well, hello there. Washington lad watching from Indonesia. I tell you what, I used to live in Washington. Born bred Washington lad. Barmston. The rough area. Oh, who's this coming up? Hey!
Hello. Can you hear me all right?
How you doing?
Can you hear us?
Yeah, can hear you fine.
I'm all right.
Yeah.
Can you hear us? Yeah. So I don't know how you saw it, but terrible first half. Absolutely terrible. Not looking good at the moment. I said 4-0. How's it going, mate? Are you manager?
Aye, brilliant, mate. Brilliant. And what did you think about Lyndon Gooch chance?
Oh, well, I mean, from where we were, I mean, it's just Gooch has done his normal thing where He's had to take one man too many on and stuff like that. Having a good game, really. But I mean, I think they've had more shots than we've had. Just, it's not good at all at the moment. Dino's here.
It's not looking good. I think we need to be more clinical in the second half. And the shots that we're getting on target, we need to hit them with more power behind them.
Aye. Well, there's Peter in the chat says, Philly, Tommy is a class act. There you go. I've got
go.
So, are you going all right, Tommy? Is it going all right, mate?
Aye, brilliant, mate. Absolutely fantastic.
Super. That's great. Right. Well, I'm going to go. I'm going to go now. I'm going to go and have a wee. That's all right. So,
see what he's made. Go and enjoy the second half and that.
Keep up the good work. All right. I'll catch you later, Tommy. Cheers, mate.
I'll speak to you later.
See you, pal. Ta-ra.
Bye, mate. So that was our very own Philly there coming on just to check how everything was going. Nice of him to do that, yeah, as you can tell, Philly's inside the stadium. How's that, Macam Sol? Philly's inside the stadium, so it was nice of him to pop on, wasn't it? And tell us his part from inside the stadium. So as Philly says, we just need to be more clinical because we can't go on all season like this and be doing absolutely brilliant in a game, but not scoring in a game. You know what I mean? So it's simple. We need to start scoring in games. We need to start scoring in games because we cannot have another season in this godforsaken league. We just cannot. Let's see if we can see Philly. Karen saying, God, Phil looks old. If we don't win this, a gap will develop at the top. Yes, you're right. This is a must-win game. Doesn't matter if we win it through a scrappy 1-0 or anything like that. Really, we shouldn't be saying these are must-win games, only 3-4 games into the season. But that's how it is, because we all know Sunderland, and we all know how it went the previous 3 seasons. We do not want another 4th season in League One. At worst, we want to be winning automatic promotion in 2nd place, at worst. And then next season, doesn't matter, as long as we stay in the Championship. If we get promoted, that's what I mean. Like, as long as we stay in the Championship, then you can work on that, you know. But from League One, from down here, you haven't got the finances capable of bringing in the players you want. Hence why Lee Johnson and everyone has went all under 23s and said, give us your best player you've got. So really, we need to be winning this league this season, but at worst, going up in 2nd place, you know. Karen reckons we won't be in this league next season. Well, I'm not even counting my chickens. I like to, do you know what it is? I like to think with positivity right the way out. Like, positivity is my main aim, you know. But when you support Sunderland, man, it's 4th season in League One. You look at last season, right? Last season, 8 games to go, 2 games in hand on top, and we're only 2 points off top place, and we're going to throw it away. That's what I mean. You can stay optimistic as much as you want, but it means absolutely nothing being optimistic if you're not scoring the goals and winning the games. Lee Hall is saying, this is the 4th season in League One. To think we were 1 match from going up in the 1st season as well. Got to do it this season. It goes back to exactly what I was just saying, mate. You know, like, what was it? 8 games to go, 6 games to go, and only 2 points off top place with a game in hand and 2 games in hand on Peterborough at the time. And we went and threw it away, you know, like, it's knee good. It's knee good coming out and playing your best, because you can have a cracking game and still lose games, you know. like we did on Tuesday night. We had a brilliant game on Tuesday night, but we got beat. Nah, you're right there, Brian. You're bang on there, mate. Brian's just saying there, as you can see it on your screen there. Agree, Tommy. Supporting SAFC is a terminal disease. It really, really is. It really is. And it always ends in disaster, doesn't it? I mean, no, when I said we're going... So here's Karen back on. When I said we're going down, I meant to Blackpool on Tuesday. So she didn't mean we're going down into League Two. She meant we're going down to Blackpool on Tuesday. Hey, years ago, and I might as well join along. Why not? Adam French, it could be worse. You could be a Mag supporter. You're right there, mind. Getting beat off West Ham last week and then getting beat off Villa at half-time this week. 314 on the live stream. If you haven't already, give us a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It really means a lot and it helps us with the channel, helps us out to do all the work what we're doing now. But this beautiful work with this beautiful man. Sunderland are not Sunderland as they used to be. You're right there. You look at Sunderland, 6 top league titles. I think it's only 4 or 5 clubs have got more than that. And then even later on in the years, like the Peter Reid era and that, we were still challenging top 10 every season. And now, look where we're at. Our worst position ever. Well, no, our worst position ever was last season, wasn't it? But as it stands, League One is going to be one hell of a league to get out of in a couple of years' time. So we need to do it now because we've already seen the likes of your Sheffield Wednesdays, your Bolton Wanderers coming back into League One. Sheffield Wednesdays getting relegated into League One, So to be fair, we need out of this league this season. Otherwise, in my opinion, it's not going to happen. Keep it real. NUFC are in the Premiership. Unless, like us, stagnating in League One. I mean, the only thing I can say to that is the Mags haven't won 6 derby games in a row, have they? So they can stay in the Premier League all they want. They'll never win a derby game against us. And here we are, we're coming out for the second half here. How are you, Tommy? Stop reminding me of last season. Sorry, Neil. Sorry, mate. The second half, we're going to come out this second half here and we're going to score 2 or 3 goals. We got Mags watching 6 in a row. Let's highlight that comment. There you go. We'll put that up there for 30 seconds for you. I'm going to give a big shout out to Ben Candler and the pub full of people in the King's Arms watching us on the live stream today. Thank you very much for watching us in the pub. Hope your pints are going down really well. I'm sure when Sunderland score another couple of goals, we'll go down even better. So there's been no changes for Sunderland. It's the same team that started, that is coming out in the second half. And Wimbledon have made no changes either. Mags love to watch us as we are far better set of fans. I would not even disagree with that. What's the score? It's 0-0. The score's running along the bottom here, so you can see it along the bottom there. It's 0-0. As soon as anybody scores, hopefully Sunderland, I'll update it straight away for you. And Sunderland are going to get us underway here with Embleton and gives it back into defence to Neil and whips it up pulls it forward, trying to find Ross Stewart. Ross Stewart gets his head on it, but only into the box. And Zanev, the goalkeeper for Wimbledon, gets the ball. Now he's taking his time to kick this out. Eventually he kicks it out. And it's midway into the Sunderland half. And then brought out again straight away by Callum Doyle. And Callum Doyle is trying to get up towards Ross Stewart. But the Wimbledon player heads it back to his goalkeeper and brings it back out into defence from the goalie. And now pushing it from left to right. Pushing it up towards the Sunderland wing. Up on the right-hand wing here, level with the Sunderland penalty area. Was that handball? Referee says no. But Dan Neil kicks his man in the leg. And it's a free kick to Wimbledon. Level with about the penalty spot on the right-hand side here. Hi, fella, you're doing a grand job. I'm stuck on exercise in the Falklands. Popping in between us, getting attacked, lol. How's the lads doing? Well, first of all, thanks a lot for popping in. I'm sure you must be very, very busy. We're not playing too well, to be fair, Paul. We've had our chances, but we've just not been clinical enough. First half, we could have had 2, maybe 3 goals, but Wimbledon could have had 2 or 3 as well, you know. So it's worked both ways. Now Wimbledon on the ball, level with the Sunderland penalty area. Whips it into the Sunderland box, but only as far as Luke O'Nien. It's brought out by Alex Pritchard. And Alex Pritchard looking for his man forward. Finds his man forward, gives it Elliot Embleton, pushing his way towards the halfway line. And tries to find it, but then he's dispossessed by 3 Wimbledon men. 3 Wimbledon men just surrounded on him. But now Lyndon Gooch is on the second ball. Lyndon Gooch plays it through to Ross Stewart. Ross Stewart shoots! Oh, what a save by the goalie. What a save by the goalkeeper, Zanev, for Wimbledon. Lyndon Gooch beats his final man, gets past another 2 men, plays the through ball through Ross Stewart. He shoots just on the edge of the box, and it's a brilliant save by Zanev, mind. Ballymumba has come on for Norwich. How's Serkin playing? Serkin isn't on. Serkin isn't playing today. There you go. There's your team news running along the bottom. It's unchanged. No substitutes at half-time. That's still your current team news. It is 48 minutes in. Sunderland 0, AFC Wimbledon 0. And now Sunderland have got a free kick. Maybe it's about 16 yards outside of the box, so too far out for a shot. You've got Aidan McGeady standing over it. Who else has stood over it? Is that Embleton stood over it? Yes, McGeady and Embleton stood over the ball. McGeady whips it in with his right foot, looking for Ross Stewart, but it's taken well by the goalkeeper. And the goalie throws it out towards halfway, and now it's Sunderland only have 4 back. Wimbledon have 5 up, but they've got to play it back. Well pressed by Sunderland. Well pressed. Playing it all the way back. And now Wimbledon are on the ball. In their own half. Pushing up towards the halfway line on the far left-hand side here. Over on the east stand. And he pushes it back into his own half again. And it eventually goes out play for a Sunderland throw-in just inside of our own half here. Carl Winchester will take it quickly. Carl Winchester gives it to Lyndon Gooch. Gooch back at Winchester. Winchester plays it along the floor towards his defence to Callum Doyle. Callum Doyle on the ball now, running up towards halfway and passes it from centre to the right-hand side and gives it to Elliot Embleton. Pushes his way just inside the Wimbledon half here. Elliot Embleton still on the box. On the ball, gives it onto the right-hand side on the east stand here to Winchester. And Winchester and Embleton playing a little bit of a 1-2 with each other here. Gives it back to Embleton. Embleton plays it back to Dan Neil, and Dan Neil plays it back to Patterson. And Patterson gives it to Callum Doyle. Callum Doyle on the ball now. Callum Doyle gets the ball and gives it to Pritchard just inside of the Wimbledon half, but he can't find a pass through to Ross Stewart, and he's dispossessed. Well, it's intercepted. And Wimbledon come away with the ball midway inside of their own half on the left-hand side here. Passes it all the way back into his box to Zanev, the goalkeeper. Zanev just taking his time, but eventually whips it up towards the halfway line. And Aidan McGeady couldn't get there. But Callum Doyle couldn't. Callum Doyle whips it up towards Ross Stewart. Ross Stewart gets it. Ross Stewart beats his man, and Ross Stewart gets it over onto the right-hand side. And Carl Winchester gives it to Lyndon Gooch. Lyndon Gooch tries to play back into Carl Winchester, and there's too much power on it. Too much power for the overlap, and it goes out of play for a goal kick to Wimbledon. Goal kick to Wimbledon. David Spencer says he can smell a defeat coming on. Well, I think we'll win it. I think Sunderland will win it, to be fair. Zanev gets the ball up towards the Sunderland half, only as far as the halfway line, and cleared up by Aidan McGeady, and Aidan McGeady trying to find Ross Stewart. And then eventually Dan Neil is fouled, and it's a free kick to Sunderland, and he takes it quickly and gives it to Callum Doyle. Callum Doyle plays it back towards his centre box and gives it over on the right-hand side. Now we've got Winchester just inside of the Wimbledon half. Winchester gives it to Gooch. Lyndon Gooch looking for his man, finds his man, finds Luke O'Nien just inside of the Wimbledon half and gives it along to Winchester. And Doyle gives it to Pritchard. Releases McGeady just outside the box here, inside the box now, looking for it. And it's, oh no! Hit the target. Hit the target, man. Aidan McGeady's got the ball, right? And he whips a beautiful ball in towards Luke O'Nien, and Lyndon Gooch stood at the back post there, right? And only one of them needed to hit the bloody target with the head. Goes wide, goes out for a goal kick to Wimbledon. And Zanev takes a goal kick quickly. Doyle wins a header. And then it's sliced from Callum Doyle and sliced from Dan Neil. And it goes out to play for a Wimbledon throw-in level with the Sunderland penalty area here. Very, very sloppy play this first 7 minutes of the second half here. Wimbledon on the ball, pushing back towards the halfway line, but now they're pushing forward and trying to get a ball in towards the area. Can't do it, and it's brought out by Tom Flanagan only as far as the number 21. But then it comes back in, and Winchester gets his body in front and gets the ball and passes it all the way back to Patterson. And Anthony Patterson, the goalkeeper, whips it up towards the Wimbledon half. It goes into the Wimbledon half, but Wimbledon coming up with it again here. Midway inside the Sunderland half, and he's looking for a cross from here, is he? No, he's not. He's going to pass it. And now he's looking for a pass into the box and finds the pass. Finds his man, LaSalle, on the ball now. And here comes Wimbledon on the left-hand wing, whips it into the box. Only as far as Dan Neil. Dan Neil heads it away, but comes back in again from Wimbledon. And Wimbledon still getting the second ball to everything here. And now Dan Neil trying to keep his man company to get the ball off him, but can't do it. And Palmer, he turns round Winchester, gets round Doyle, comes into the box, and Embleton clears and gives it to McGeady. McGeady on the ball now, looking for another ball, and it's... And here comes Wimbledon inside of the Sunderland box. Can he get past McGeady? No, he can't. McGeady passes it back, and it comes out of Woodyard again. And eventually, Winchester chests it back to Patterson, and he picks it up. Check the home dressing room for a gas leak. Yeah. I mean... wouldn't surprise us, Mad Mackham. Now McGeady's on the ball and gives it onto the right-hand wing, Embleton. Lyndon Gooch now, pushing well up into the half here and trying to get a shot off. Embleton! Oh! Embleton shoots from about 30 yards out. And a beautiful save from Zanev puts it out for a corner kick to Sunderland. Elliot Embleton, I say 30 yards, it was maybe about 26. Sunderland's fifth corner will be took here by Alex Pritchard on the left-hand side of the northwest corner. McGeady gets it short, just outside the box on the left-hand side of the box here. And Aidan McGeady trying to get around his man. Can it do it? Can it get around his man? Fouls his man, and it's pulled back for a free kick to Wimbledon. You're not wrong there, William. Painful. It's painful to watch as well as a Sunderland fan, you know. Because you watch it and you're like, why aren't we putting these chances away? Why aren't we're playing good enough? We're just not getting enough good shots on target. So, and now Callum Doyle gets the ball off his man. Surely he's fouled there, referee. Hey, no foul. Dan Neil gets the ball though, and now Callum Doyle gets it. Now tries to whip it up towards Alex Pritchard, and it comes up. Falls for Lyndon Gooch, and Lyndon Gooch looking for that ball through. Go on, Ross Stewart. Oh, no, man. Honestly. Play like this for the next 34 minutes. We're not going to score. That's about 5 or 6 chances we've had that any other team would have buried. What subs should we bring in? Bring on Broadhead. So if you were to bring on Broadhead, personally, watching the game, I would probably bring off Pritchard and bring on Broadhead, you know. That's what I would do, watching it, because Pritchard hasn't been much. But now here comes Pritchard on the ball. And Pritchard, come on, referee! Eee! Just outside the box, he's tripped up. He does keep the ball, but it's not the point. Should have been a free kick. Neil crosses the ball and comes back out onto the box, on the edge of the box for McGeady, looking for Pritchard. And there we go. Pritchard can't get it. And now Callum Doyle gets the ball. Callum Doyle tries to play it down to the left wing to Lyndon Gooch, and it goes out for a throw-in to Sunderland. The referee's given the throw-in the other way. So what happened here, right? What happened is Aidan McGeady's had the ball on the edge of the box here, and then he's been tripped up, which for me should have been a free kick. But he's kept the ball anyways and played it out to his pal. And then he's played it off the Wimbledon player, and Wimbledon have put it out for a Sunderland throw-in, level with their penalty spot, and the referees gave it a throw in the opposite way. Absolutely disgusting refereeing. Disgusting refereeing. First, Lee Johnson receives a yellow card for speaking his mind, seeing it how it is, which is how football used to be, and then decisions going against us. Telling you now, there'll be hell to pay if we lose this. But here comes Alex Pritchard by himself now. And Pritchard shoots. Pritchard! No! Ross Stewart plays a beautiful ball in Alex Pritchard, and Pritchard on the edge of the box, just inside of the D on the outside of the box, takes a curling shot and it just goes wide. Just goes wide. Story of Sunderland AFC, yeah? High, wide, and bloody handsome. So Zanev takes a goal kick here and whips it into the Sunderland half, only as far as Callum Doyle, and then Luke O'Neill clears it out and clears it back up towards the Wimbledon half. And now Wimbledon coming away with the ball, pushing it, trying to push it up into the Sunderland's half, but goes out this time for a throw into Sunderland. Callum Doyle gets the ball now. Dan Neil takes the throw and gives it to Callum Doyle, and Callum Doyle whips it from the left to the far right of the pitch towards Lyndon Gooch. Can Lyndon Gooch take it down? Yes, he can. Beautiful control of the ball there. And Lyndon Gooch passes it back to Callum Doyle. And Doyle plays it out to Elliot Embleton. And Embleton was looking for a beautiful through ball to Aidan McGeady, but couldn't find it. And Wimbledon will come away with the ball, and Wimbledon do find the through ball. But can Dan Neil get there first? Yes, he can. Yes, he can. And dispossesses his man very easily. Callum Doyle now. Alex Pritchard on the left-hand side, just pushing up towards the halfway line. Plays a beautiful through ball to Callum Doyle, and Callum Doyle tries to play it up with a bit of speed. Goes out to play, and it's a throw-in to Sunderland. So there's a Wimbledon substitute coming on. I don't know who it is because it's shown me the highlight of what's just happened. Who is it? Number 10's coming off and number 12 is coming on. Who's that? As soon as it brings up who it is, I'll read it out. I do know the Wimbledon team, but the only thing is they haven't got numbers with them when they release the team, so you don't know who's who. So Jack Radoni has just came on, and Ethan, whatever his name is, just went off. Dan Neil takes the throw in just inside of the Wimbledon half and tries to play through at Luke O'Nien. Luke O'Nien is dispossessed very easily, and here comes Wimbledon. And this is going to be a goal. No, it's not. Free kick to Sunderland. Luke O'Nien was very easily beaten there. Very, very easily beaten, Luke O'Nien was. And then he tries to play the ball back, and he gets hacked, wins a free kick, but he's down, and it looks like he's got an injury, unless he's just staying down. Oh, he does. He catches him nasty there. He catches him very, very nasty there. Yellow card for Asal. Is it Asal? Yeah. Yellow card for Asal of Wimbledon against Luke O'Nien. Let's have a look at this. So, plays the pass. Asal gets past Luke O'Nien, and then Luke O'Nien brings it back brilliantly to get the tackle in, and then he's hacked and brought down to the floor. And it's now a free kick in our own box. So Patterson will take it. Looks like Luke O'Nien's going off injured. He's limping. That's all we need. He's limping off the pitch here, like. He might come back on, hopefully. And here comes Carl Winchester pushing up towards the halfway line. Tries to get a nice ball up towards Embleton. Can't find his man before he's intercepted by the Wimbledon man. And Wimbledon playing really well. He was offside. He was offside. Yes, he was. That could have been a goal. That could have been a goal for Wimbledon, that. Good job it was called offside. Callum Doyle on the ball now. Gives it to Pritchard. Pritchard gives it to Dan Neil, and Dan Neil running on the ball now. Pushing up towards the half. Up towards the box, and here comes in McGeady on the left-hand side. Come on, something decent this time. And it goes out to play for a corner kick to Sunderland. Corner kick to Sunderland. McGeady with the corner kick and whips it in. That's a good ball, but no one there to meet it. Comes out only as far as Winchester is. Good. Take a shot from here. Goal! Get in! Carl Winchester takes a shot from about 50 yards out and scores. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Wow! Goal of the season right there. Goal of the season. Must have been... Yeah. He's midway in between the half there. He's in the middle of the half. In between the halfway line and the goal. In the middle of it. And he just takes the shot on. Fires it low and hard. And I tell you what a goal. That is going to be goal of the season. Telling you right now. That right there is going to be goal of the season. Get in! Come on. Wimbledon get us back underway. Here it is now. Sunderland 1, Wimbledon 0. One here and Hamilton plays it through for us, and the keeper's well off his line here. Arsenal comes along and gets the ball, knee bother, and then whips it back up towards the halfway line and dispossessed the game, but it only comes to a Wimbledon player. So we'll update this score, will we? Edit that. So Carl Winchester takes the ball on, and I mean this, you've got the halfway line and you've got the goal right in the middle of the half. Takes the shot on, low, very powerful, takes a deflection and goes in. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Now Pritchard's on the ball and tries to play it upfield, but can't get there because of a block by the Wimbledon man, and it goes out behind for a Sunderland goal kick. Sunderland goal kick. Anthony Patterson trying to push his men up, trying to say, get up, just get up. Don't play it back, get up. Anthony Patterson whips the goal kick well into Wimbledon's half here, mind. Ross Stewart wins the ball, but only as far as the Wimbledon player, and it comes back down there, pushing away, back on the left-hand side into the Sunderland half here, up towards the centre circle, and got to play it back because he's under pressure from Ross Stewart. And Alex Pritchard tries to get the ball, but Wimbledon keep it and just playing a little bit of a passy here. And now he tries to play a whip through onto the wing, and it goes out again for a Sunderland goal kick. 67 minutes in, Sunderland 1, AFC Wimbledon 0. Beautiful goal from Carl Winchester from about 40 yards out. Honestly, I kid you not. Must have been about 40 yards. Sounds like the goal was overdue from all the chances we've had. Well, yes, we could have had 3 or 4. I'm just glad Carl Winchester's got a goal because I've marked him down as my star man for this season. And he's proved it so far. He's been absolutely brilliant. I'm not talking about today. I'm talking in general. Since pre-season, right way up to now, he's been brilliant. Dan Nail coming inside of a box here. He's taking on his men here, and he passes it out early at Embleton. And Embleton to Winchester again. He shoots again. He tried again. He tried for it again, but it got blocked. And it comes back down on the left-hand wing for Aidan McGeady here. Aidan McGeady now. Now he's looking for a shot, but he's dispossessed. It's just solid. If he can score from there, we can all take shots. It goes out to play for a Sunderland throw-in just inside of our own half here. Sorry to say, Gates is not at the races today. Brian, you're right. You're right, mate. I'm surprised. I know he's getting old, but last season he was on fire. This season he's just been nothing in terms of speed, delivery, or anything like that. Aaron Presley is coming on. Elvis Aaron Presley. No, his real name is Aaron. Aaron Presley for Luke McCormick for Wimbledon. Embleton brings the ball away on the centre half here, but gives it to Winchester, and Winchester's got to play it back to Flanagan. Flanagan plays it to Doyle. Callum Doyle now plays it into the Wimbledon half. Surely that's a free kick, referee. Come on! Now Wimbledon are coming away with the ball. And now Dan Neil just watches his man put it out for a Sunderland goal kick. Yeah, we've had 3 or 4 decisions went against us with this referee today, mind. I think it's absolutely disgusting. Aye, it did, aye. I've just said that. So it did take a deflection. Nevertheless, for a shot that was taken 40-odd yards out, Dan Neil on the ball now in his own defensive area and gives it back to Callum Doyle on the edge of his own box. Elliot Embleton passes it back to Anthony Patterson. Patterson, Sunderland's goalie, whips it up towards the halfway line and does that really well and tries to find Gooch. And Sunderland are surely fouled there again. Referee, man. Hey, here. I'm sick of this bloody referee, mind. I mean it. Aidan McGeady is coming off, being replaced by Nathan Broadhead. Broadhead coming on, McGeady coming off. Thanks a lot, mate. Cheers, Mad Malcolm. That means a lot. Aidan McGeady is off, and Nathan Broadhead, the new guy from Everton, I think it is, he's on. Nathan Broadhead's on, and Alex Pritchard is coming off, and Sirkin is coming on. So it looks like he's switching his formation for the last 20 minutes. So Dennis Sirkin on for Alex Pritchard. And Nathan Broadhead on for Aidan McGeady. "72 minutes gone. Sunderland 1, AFC Wimbledon 0. 18 minutes plus stoppage to go. Would you take a 1-0 right now? I would. Geordie Groundwater says, how do you rate this referee? Any good, like? Not if you're a Sunderland fan, mate, no. A ball comes up for Nathan Broadhead straight away there, but he couldn't get in front of his defender to get round him and get on goal. So it comes to the goalie, Zanev, and he plays it out to his defender, to Hannigan. He plays it upfield. Presley now, the new guy. Palmer was trying to get involved. Tom Flanagan came straight across, just booted it out to play. If in doubt, kick it out. Goal, Leeds United 2, Everton 2. That's good. I've got them on both teams to score as well. Long throw into the Sunderland box, and they're all up there, but Sunderland win the second ball and the third ball and the fourth ball, and then it comes out by Embleton, and Embleton gives it to Winchester. Winchester's got that little bit of pace about him. Oh, and he gets past his man and up past the halfway line, and it goes out of play eventually midway inside the half for a Sunderland throw-in over by the east stand here. He got the better of him there, Carl Winchester did. Just couldn't get round his man to whip it up onto the wing. Ross Stewart now on the far right-hand side, level with the penalty box. And gives it to Embleton. Embleton gives it to Flanagan. Flanagan all the way up there as well. Gives it to Doyle. Doyle whips it back over to the right-hand side over on the wing to Stewart, and Stewart gives it to Winchester. Winchester crosses it in. And there was no head there for Sunderland, and it came out by Wimbledon, but only as far as Luke O'Nien. And Luke O'Nien passes the ball back to Callum Doyle, and Callum Doyle gives it down to Lyndon Gooch. And Lyndon Gooch looking to try and get his way through to Dan Neil, but it goes out to play for a Sunderland corner kick. 75 minutes gone. Sunderland 1, AFC Wimbledon 0. Oh, he's back. And it comes in from corner and goes out again. And Sunderland trying to get the second ball back in again by Winchester again, I think it was. And it was cleared off the line and brought out. And then it was brought out only as far as Ross Stewart. Ross Stewart's trying to get his way around his man. And he's tackled, and it goes out to play for another Sunderland corner kick here. Far left-hand side, the ball's whipped into the penalty area for Sunderland's corner and backed out by Winchester. Oh, Tom Flanagan couldn't win that final ball, and it goes out to play off a Wimbledon player for a Sunderland throw-in midway inside of the Wimbledon half here. Serkin's going to take it, and Serkin passes it to Callum Doyle. Callum Doyle gives it over onto the right-hand side to Carl Winchester. Winchester just inside of the Wimbledon half, gives it to Ross Stewart. Ross Stewart back to Winchester. Winchester taking on his man with a little bit of speed here, gives it to Ross Stewart. And Ross Stewart's got his man. Ross Stewart's inside the box. Ross Stewart was looking for the shot, and Lyndon Gooch was down on the left-hand side free. He wanted to be greedy. He wanted to try and take the shot himself. Blocked only as far as Callum Doyle. And Callum Doyle brings it back to Luke O'Nien. And Luke O'Nien whips it up over on Lyndon Gooch on the left-hand wing, and it's brought out by Lawrence, whips it out of play and goes out for a Sunderland throw-in. Level with the edge of the Wimbledon penalty box here on the west side of the stand. Lyndon Gooch was kicked in the head there. No referee says play on. Dan Neal plays it over onto the right of Carl Winchester. Winchester now. Winchester gives it over to Ross Stewart. Ross Stewart gives it to Lyndon Gooch. And here comes Embleton. Embleton takes a shot, and it's high, wide, and handsome. Sweet Caroline. Come on, we can do this. Scrappy 1-0. I'll take this right now. 1-0. Dapo Mabudi has came on for Asal of Wimbledon. And now Callum Doyle wins that first ball, but doesn't win the second. And Wimbledon come away with it just outside the Sunderland penalty area. And now Wimbledon are on the right-hand wing looking for a ball in. But it only comes as far as Callum Doyle. He whips it out, but it only comes out as far as the Wimbledon player. And now he's looking for another ball into the box. Callum Doyle. Oh, Callum Doyle chested it down and laid it off pretty much to the Wimbledon player. And it was blocked. It was blocked. Wimbledon corner kick. Anthony Hartigan is going to take this corner kick. Whips it into the Sunderland box. Oh, and it's cleared off the line. Dennis Serkin. Ball came in from the corner, and the header, Patterson, was in no man's land. The header was headed back towards goal. Back towards goal, and Dennis Serkin was on the line. Been a poor game, says David Spencer. Yes, you're all right. It has been very poor game. And now Wimbledon are going to take this corner kick on the other side and whips it into the Sunderland box. No one was there to take it. It looks like Tom Flanagan might get there first, but he doesn't, not before the Wimbledon player. And now it's going to be whipped back into the Sunderland box again, but only as far as Dennis Serkin clears it with his head. Comes out again looking for Luke O'Nien, can't find him. Comes out again. Nathan Broadhead on the ball now. Broadhead is dispossessed. And Wimbledon midway inside the Sunderland half here, trying to get past one man, passes Ross Stewart, no problem. Tries to get the ball into the box, Mabudi does, but he can't get there. And we come away, and here comes Ross Stewart, and Ross Stewart is 3 against him, but he's on the ball inside their half, and now he's running up towards the goalie. What's going to happen here? Well, we knew what was going to happen. The goalie was going to whip it up towards the halfway line, and Ross Stewart was going to get nowhere near it, but only as far as Callum Doyle. Callum Doyle almost found Nathan Broadhead. Oh, beautiful! Hey! There's another decision went against Sunderland. That's like me, mate. I live a long way away from Sunderland as well, so I don't make it to many games. I make it to a handful throughout the season if I can, you know. But many of them I cannot make it to, so I'd rather just do the live stream for everyone. Sunderland's third and final substitution coming up in a minute. 29,064 fans inside the Stadium of Light today. Now, for a League One game, that is not bad, I don't think. 29,000. Wimbledon looking for the ball whipped into the Sunderland penalty area and get it whipped in, but only as far as Luke O'Nien, and Luke O'Nien clears it. Abudi was dispossessed by Elliot Embleton, and Embleton tries to whip the ball up, but can it? And Ross Stewart's there, and it's charged down by the Wimbledon player and goes out eventually for a Sunderland throw-in to Sunderland. And here comes that third and final substitution for Sunderland. Elliot Embleton is coming off. Who's coming on? Bailey Wright. Bailey Wright on, Elliot Embleton off. City 5-0 up. Wow. Yeah. So we've got less than 10 minutes to go in the game. We are on the 83rd minute, just coming into the 83rd minute now with a Sunderland goal kick, and Patterson just plays it short and plays it out to Bailey Wright. Callum Doyle whips the ball up into the Wimbledon half, up towards Lyndon Gooch, and he's dispossessed. And here come Wimbledon on the ball again now, trying to push their way through their own half and into Sunderland's. Only just do so before they've got to pass the ball back into defence. Getting closed down by Lyndon Gooch, there he was. And now here comes Presley for Wimbledon. Just inside of the centre circle, and now tries to whip it up onto the wing. Did he keep it in? Yes, he did. And now here comes Wimbledon on the far right-hand side next to the corner flag, looking to take on his man, and whips it into the box. No problem at all, but goes straight out of play. Sunderland goal kick. Pumpy Mr. Penalty. Anthony Patterson saying, no, I do not want to be playing this ball short on the 85th minute. Get yourself upfield and I'll play it long. Anthony Patterson does play it long, well within the Wimbledon half, but Wimbledon win the second ball. Nathan Broadhead tussling with his man here, tries to win the ball, he can't win it, and Wimbledon come away with it. Pushing inside of the Sunderland half here, and now still trying to push inside of the Sunderland half. And Tom Flanagan gets the ball. Tom Flanagan tackles a man and gets the ball. Celtic 6 up against St Mirren. Well, I don't care about that, Stuart, because they're going to get beat off Rangers next week. Dan Neil, who's had a fantastic game today, gives it over to Luke O'Nien. Luke O'Nien to Winchester. Winchester, just inside of his own half. Winchester has been given man of the match. Man of the match for Carl Winchester. Callum Doyle, inside of his own half, tries to whip the ball into the Wimbledon half on the left wing. And Dennis Certain can't get there before it goes out to play for a throw-in. There comes Wimbledon. Takes a throw in and goes well within the Sunderland half, but and it's cleared out by Bailey Wright. And Bailey Wright trying to look for Ross Stewart. Ross Stewart can't get there, but Sunderland win the second ball, and then Ross Stewart eventually does receive the ball. And now Nathan Broadhead on the ball and gives it back to Dan Neil. And Dan Neil, centre of midfield here, gives it down on the left-hand wing to Dennis Certain, and he's easily dispossessed. Goes out to play for a Sunderland throw-in, though. Dennis Certain is going to take the Sunderland throw-in. Midway inside of the Wimbledon half, probably say 10 yards just from the place where Winchester scored. Ross Stewart now. Ross Stewart receives the ball and gives it back into his own half and gives it to Tom Flanagan. Flanagan passes it down onto the right-hand wing inside of the Wimbledon's half and gives it to Carl Winchester. Winchester gives it back to Flanagan, and Flanagan on the ball now. Flanagan gives it to O'Nien. O'Nien back to Flanagan. And Flanagan plays it all the way back to Anthony Patterson. We're seeing here that Anthony Patterson only found out about 10 minutes before kickoff that he was going to be in goal today. So it must have been because Lee Birch had an injury just before the game. So here come Wimbledon anyways, just pushing inside of the Sunderland half here. Luke O'Nien has gone down here, injured. And Winchester, was he fouled? Referee says no. Dan Neil on the ball now, gives it to Lyndon Gooch, and Lyndon Gooch on the ball. Lyndon Gooch looking for a big through ball, but he's just holding the ball up. And Gooch gives it to Stewart. Stewart now gives it back to Gooch. And Gooch on the ball again. Lyndon Gooch. It does not look good for Luke O'Nien. It does not look good for Luke O'Nien. Callum Doyle on the ball now. Callum Doyle. Beautiful ball over to the right wing to Ross Stewart. Ross Stewart gets the ball now. Level with the penalty spot here. And passes it back to Winchester. Winchester gives it to Gooch. Oh, and Gooch trying to flick it over the head of his man playing Winchester. Too much on it, and it goes out of play. Would you take 1-0? Yes, I would take 1-0, mate. 2 seconds. I'll just plug this on charge. Otherwise, we'll go dead before the end of the match. And we don't want that to happen. Here comes Ross Stewart now on the far right-hand wing and gives it to Nathan Broadhead. And Broadhead passes it back to Bailey Wright. And Bailey Wright to Callum Doyle. Callum Doyle on the ball now. Doyle just on the centre circle. Gives it back to Bailey Wright. And Bailey Wright passes it to Dan Neil. Dan Neil back to Wright. And Wright looking for that through ball over to the right-hand wing and looking for Carl Winchester and can't find him. Goes out to play. And it's a goal kick to Wimbledon. Oh. How much extra time? We're on the 89th minute. We're just coming into the 90th minute. As soon as I know, I'll let you know. 89 minutes and 31 seconds. So keep the ball. You're right there. Just keep the ball. But Wimbledon are on the ball at the moment. In their own half, whips it up. And a Wimbledon player said he was pulled down and should have had a free kick. But the referee has actually gave a decision for Sunderland. Well, that's good that there's no teams on maximum points anymore. 4 minutes at a time at the end of the 90. 4 minutes at a time. I kind of hack this half the time, you know, when it gets to this point and you're like into added time and you're only winning by 1 goal. Because it would be a typical bloody Sunderland thing to do for what would happen next, wouldn't it? But here comes Dan Neil inside of his own half. Sunderland just passing about here inside of their own half and gives it to Flanagan. Flanagan eventually looks for the ball, whipped up, looking for Nathan Broadhead, and Broadhead trying to get there ahead of the keeper. And the keeper's got to put out for a throw into Sunderland. Through in taken quickly. Sunderland just passing the ball here and well inside of Wimbledon's half. Nothing to worry about. Dennis Serkin on the ball on the left-hand side. Gives it to Lyndon Gooch. Gooch back to Serkin. Serkin back into his own half and gives it to Callum Doyle. And Callum Doyle's on the ball and he gets round his man. No problem there. Passes it back to Bailey Wright. And Bailey Wright whips it up into the Wimbledon half. Up towards Gooch. Gooch keeps it in with his head. And then Ross Stewart gets the ball. Ross Stewart keeps it in. Wimbledon eventually come away with the ball. Cheers for the commentary you made. What was that? Cheers for the commentary you made cleaning the kitchen a little bit easier. Well, who needs Nick Barnes and Gary Bennett when you've got Tommy Ellison, eh? Hartigan on the ball for Wimbledon now and pushes it into the Sunderland half and gives it over to Forrest and back to Hartigan. Hartigan for Wimbledon, looking for a ball deep inside of Sunderland's half and gets it, but Sunderland win the second ball, but Wimbledon win the third ball, and Palmer's coming away with the ball and falls down by Flanagan, but referee says no free kick, play on. No free kick. Lyndon Gooch on the ball now. Gooch on the left-hand wing, just inside of the half of Wimbledon. Something must be going down on the pitch, because you can see Lee Johnson going like that. So I don't know. Something's probably been said to him. 92.5 minutes of 94 played. It remains Sunderland 1. AFC Wimbledon 1. Bailey Wright gets it out. And Wright tries to find Gooch. Woodyard on the ball, though. Woodyard gets the ball for Wimbledon, whips it in. It's a beautiful delivery, and it's a beautiful save. Patterson gets well down there. I think it was maybe going wide anyways, but Patterson got down well, held on to the ball, didn't push it away. It wasn't. It was on target. Palmer gets a glancing header for Wimbledon. And Patterson takes it cleanly. So Patterson whips the ball up. 93 minutes and 20 seconds played of the 94 minutes added. Well, 4 minutes added. Dan Neil tries to get the ball, but he's dispossessed by the Wimbledon man. And now it comes back out and comes to Dan Neil again. But the referee saying he's ran it out of play. Wimbledon get the throw in and they take it quickly. And they're trying to get through the Sunderland players here. And he fell down. He fell down like a bag of potatoes there, not even being touched. And it's a yellow card for Luke O'Neill. Absolutely disgusting. Disgusting refereeing today, honestly. At least one big mistake from Tommy. 1-0 to Sunderland, not 1-1. What are you on about? I haven't said 1-1. Villa's winning 2-0 though against Newcastle. Villa's winning 2-0 against Newcastle. 94 minutes and 10 seconds played of only the 94 minutes. So, Wimbledon with their final chance whips the ball into the box and tries to get the ball in, but it's cleared out by Bailey Wright. And that is it. Referee blows the final whistle. Sunderland win by 1-0 with a beautiful goal from Carl Winchester, albeit it was deflected. But to take a shot on from 40 yards out, that takes some bottle. Someone else said 1-1. All right. No, it's finished. 1-0, full time. 1-0 to the lads. So, did you all enjoy the live stream? I hope you really enjoyed it. I hope you loved it, actually, because I thought it was brilliant. I thought you were all brilliant. You kept me company, kept on reading out all your chats and everything. 399 on the live stream at its peak. I hope you have all liked and subscribed to the channel and everything. And I'll see you again next week, hopefully. Cheers, guys. I'm still here, by the way. So, hope you all enjoyed the live stream. Hope you had a fun time listening to my commentary. I am absolutely sweating. So what I am going to do now is have a shower, get changed, and go to the pub. Enjoy the rest of your night, guys, especially since we won. Cheers, guys.